Let's talk about framing. From a communications perspective, framing is how the media makes something mean something. It tells us how to think and how to feel about a certain issue. Framing is a huge topic over several disciplines. But here's a crash course on how it works in news media. So this is my giraffe. Say we found drugs in it, copious amounts of unregulated caffeine. One way to frame it would be to say that this toy was made in China, and China is using toys to infiltrate our country. Another way to frame it would be to say that this giraffe is so clearly out of place in my luggage and suited for holding drugs, it looks like it's designed to hold drugs, that I'd clearly be a moron to try and smuggle it into the country. Another way to frame it would be to say that since this was given to me by a child dying of cancer, drugs clearly turn you into a heartless, evil, villainous psychopath. Each frame has a distinctive emotion: fear, amusement, disgust, respectively. Want to ramp up fear of invasion? Go with the Made in China one. Want to downplay the severity of the whole event? Maybe because it was your boss? Choose the moron frame. Framing isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can be very useful sometimes. John Oliver used it to brilliant effect in his piece on NSA surveillance, convincing people that they should care about the whole thing because the government could see their dick pics. But it has a dark side and can be used to reinforce a position or push an agenda. Take this crappy headline: man who spontaneously combusted had been vaccinated. It's pretty much just saying, man who spontaneously combusted got out of bed that morning. But the former is framing it so it's all about the dangerous vaccinations. How we describe or frame a politician, a criminal, or your mum determines how we think and feel about that person and their actions. Is he a recovering alcoholic or a family man? Is she confident or bossy? Are they boat people or asylum seekers? Is he a lone wolf or a terrorist? Recovering alcoholic runs for parliament is a very different story to family man runs for parliament. All of which is a very different story to recovering family man runs to the toilet, but you get the idea. So to sum up, the bits of information that are included or excluded on a news story influences how we see that issue and ultimately how we form our opinion on it. So be aware of that if you want.